That's your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Beavers will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Golden Flashes offense takes the field for the first time today. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Bulls his way forward. No, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. Continuing to churn and move him forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. The Beavers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football.
Got a lot of running room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Oregon State 7, Kent State 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The golden flashes get it past the sticks.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the golden flashes are marching down the field. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Snap in the shotgun. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The golden flashes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab down the left side. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Logan. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
How many 1st downs is that alone? Just on this drive, the defense they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Valentine. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. It'll be a draw. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the golden flashes want to move quickly. On second down, looking again to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Gets it to the back. Runs through a tackle. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the ground with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The golden flashes are rolling down the field.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Got it in the middle. It's Robbins. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Handoff from the gun. Nice move there. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kent State.
And what did I nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
10, Kent State.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Beavers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kent State, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The inside handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. At the 45 on his way. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. The quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And that one's incomplete. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That's reeled in. It's Perry. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Robbins. It's a fumble. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he
throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Spears.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances.
Fires and picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Shows a little flash as he slips his way out to the 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
And the Golden Flashes will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team possession. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. And the pass hits, picked off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw, feeling some heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's looking for a man on second down. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made after the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Firing to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Oregon State, 27.
Looking for blockers. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Beavers! A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returns are so quick. You can play touch football in the elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, it's Wallace. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Oregon State! And the pummeling has started.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
Oregon State 41, Kent State 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They go to the ground. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Trying play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Beaver! That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying. And you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It's first down from back at their own. Yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Cross the 30 out to the 33, engage 4 on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Golden Flashes will punt this one away. Looking for a block. It's Wallace. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse. Can anyone catch him? The 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Smashes through. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Dahl. Touchdown, Oregon State! And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside is, and he pumps it up inside the 20. They recover their own fumble.
And the Kent State
the offense avoid that disaster. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The ball is on the 18. They need 4 on second down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First down here for the offense. Touch pass on the run. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Oh, how did he make that move? They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Beavers have this offense rolling. They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Coming after him. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it down the middle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix.
And it's caught inside the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. The give to the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and
oh, look out. There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC.
And the diving catch down the left sideline. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop.
Kent State, 13.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on to the future.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Beat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.